Welcome back to the TWSN YouTube channel, and now it's time to talk about one of the most polarizing teams in the NFL so far this year, and that is a team in Jacksonville, the Jaguars. This team has been extremely impressive so far after two back-to-back just absolute whoopings of the Colts and now the Chargers, two teams that a lot of people thought would be playing in the playoffs. But it's time to start taking Jacksonville extremely serious as well. Now, things go back all the way starting into the offseason. Hiring Doug Peterson and Doug Peterson bringing in Press Taylor to be his offensive coordinator have been two moves so far that have been nothing short of perfection, honestly. What Doug Peterson has done for this organization already in a short amount of time has been unbelievable. We know what they kind of did in the draft, but their offseason, their free agent signings got crucified a little bit, if we're going to be honest. Christian Kirk has been phenomenal for Jacksonville so far. Absolutely phenomenal. Maybe he got paid a little much. That's what the masses want to think. But regardless, he is producing, and he has been worth every penny. Evan Ingram, same thing. Zay Jones, same thing. Brandon Sheriff, same thing. Faisal Aluakun, same thing. Rodarius Williams, same thing. Adrian Key, same thing. A lot of these people, a lot of the casuals per se, or even some of the pros want to think that the Jags had a solid offseason, but they overpaid. Who cares if you overpaid if your team is going to produce, if these players are going to fit in perfectly with what you want to do and produce? And that is exactly what every single offseason acquisition has done for Jacksonville so far. It has been a flawless start to the Doug Peterson era, and as a Jacksonville fan, you cannot be more excited. Now let's get into kind of why the team is succeeding a little bit. And the first thing I want to talk about is this Jacksonville Jaguars team is, I don't know if they are the best, but they are one of the most athletic teams in all of the NFL. Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence, Trayvon Walker, Josh Allen, Devin Lloyd, Evan Ingram, Shaquille Griffin, Rodarius Williams, Faisal Aluakun are all top of the line athletes, and they cover all phases of the game. They have an elite athlete in every aspect of the game. Even if you want to go into the special teams, Jamal Agnew is one of the best returners, one of the best athletes at that position there is. This team is filled with athletes all over the field. And a lot of the talk and a lot of the success is going to be talked about this guy here on the screen, and Trevor Lawrence. But I'm not going to spend this video talking about Trevor Lawrence too much because we know Trevor Lawrence can be great. I am extremely confident in his ability, and me sitting up here telling you Trevor Lawrence is why the Jacksonville Jaguars are playing phenomenal just doesn't tell you the whole story. He is great. Everybody knows that. Nobody should be surprised, so I'm not going to sit here and talk about it. But I'm going to talk about some few things. We're going to get into the tape here a little bit. This is one of the few Trevor Lawrence plays I'm just going to show you because it's kind of what he gets back to in college. Nothing's there. He starts to move. He uses his legs, gets out of the pocket, and finds Zay Jones, his offseason acquisition, for a touchdown. Now, this is just a very simple play to kind of show you the development Trevor Lawrence has made. He's kind of starting to just feel more comfortable. You can sense the comfort here in this video a lot, and that's what it is. He needs to continue to get more comfortable. Look at him here. He's moving outside of the pocket. He did that all the time in Clemson. He's making plays with his legs. He's throwing an absolute dart on the run, and that's exactly what you want to see from Trevor Lawrence, and that's the kind of guy you're getting early on. Now let's go into this next clip here. This is phenomenal. This goes into a lot of why they are having success on offense. You can look at their depth chart on offense and say they don't have a lot of stars, and they don't. But like I said, they have a bunch of athletes, and they have been extremely creative so far. Let's take a look at this play. Christian Kirk's going to come into motion. Just look how much attention he grabs both his linebackers, and it just leaves Travis Etienne running wide open up the seam. Christian Kirk, if he's not playing the way he does, maybe this attention doesn't get drawn to him. Here it is from the end zone view. Again, you're just going to get a guy in motion. The Jaguars have done this so much, and it's just going to leave Travis Etienne wide open up the seam. They're getting their athletes involved. Travis Etienne right now, we're just going to let the play keep rolling while I talk, but Travis Etienne right now, he's not heavily involved because James Robinson has been doing his thing off of his Achilles injury. But Travis Etienne has shown numerous flashes. He's averaging 4.3 yards a carry. And more importantly, that kind of fits in this offense. He is averaging 10.3 yards a catch. He's continuing to be that safety blanket for Trevor Lawrence that he was in Clemson. But he's adding more to that. He's taking Look at that, the down the field shot we just saw up the seam. He's adding another, just a safety blanket, but he is so explosive and such a great athlete himself that it's more than just a safety blanket. Every time he touches the football, he has the ability to pick up chunk yardage. Now, again, we're going back to arguably one of the most hated moves in the offseason, Christian Kirk. And the play kind of cut off at the beginning. But he was lined up right next to Trevor Lawrence. He's going to motion out so he can get this linebacker one-on-one. And I think we all know how this is going to go. Getting your playmaker, your best receiver against a linebacker in space, he just toys with him. Look at how much green grass he has. Everybody else was literally running straight down the field because Christian Kirk was getting the football. Here's just another angle of it. You're going to see right here in the middle of the field. That's where Christian Kirk's attacking, and everybody is just running straight because they know Christian Kirk is going to absolutely torch this linebacker and pick up yards after catch, and that is exactly what happened. Christian Kirk, again, you can criticize him all you want, but he is playing phenomenally. He's playing unreal. Jacksonville is getting the most out of him, and here, again, this is a set that Jacksonville has started to run in back-to-back weeks. We're going to show you another clip from the Chargers game this week where they kind of are starting to kind of plan ahead. They're showing you this formation. They're going to continue to run different things out of it. But this is James Robinson on the Trevor Lawrence's right and Christian Kirk on the left. Again, Christian Kirk lining up in the backfield. That is a common theme, a growing theme in the NFL, and the Jaguars are exploiting it immediately with Christian Kirk. Again, one of the most criticized moves of the offseason. Who cares? He's playing phenomenal. They know how to use him. Just look at him out of the backfield. They're simply just creating mismatches. Again, a slot corner or a safety linebacker, Kenny Moore there. Kenny Moore is good. Christian Kirk beats him right up the middle because you know why? They're scheming him open. They're scheming these plays for him. They know all he's running here is a little Texas angle route, whatever you want to call it. And he scores. They're getting the ball in his hands and using him to his strengths. A lot of people freak out when people do play players to their strengths, like DK Metcalf. You're not going to have DK Metcalf running the slot, running these short little choppy routes. You're sending him down the field. The Jacksonville Jaguars have found a way to use Christian Kirk and to absolutely maximize his value in every way possible. And like I said, they kind of are going back to that same look here this week against the Chargers. Now this one, it isn't Christian Kirk, and it's not I believe it still is James Robinson over there, but it's Jamal Agnew on the right. Again, another one of those crazy athletes that this Jacksonville team has. Now, this play is nothing crazy. You're going to see it here. Just a little RPO, picking up some yards. Nothing wild, but it's that look. They're starting to find multiple plays off this look. And what are you going to do next week when it's James Robinson and Travis Etienne? When it's James Robinson and Christian Kirk again, when it's Christian Kirk and Travis Etienne? They're starting to set up and build things from these formations. They are getting extremely creative and making Trevor Lawrence's job easier. They're making Christian Kirk's job easier. They're making everybody on this offense job extremely easy to it's where a point they can't it's almost impossible not to have success. And that is, Doug Peterson's doing a phenomenal job. Press Taylor is doing a phenomenal job at setting these guys up and putting them in a position to succeed. And they have done it flawlessly, absolutely flawlessly so far. But I honestly talked about the offense way more than I wanted. The thing for me about the success of this Jacksonville Jaguars team and why I truly think they are legit is because of this defense. This defense is unbelievable. You want to talk about athletes? They have some of the best athletes at any position. Josh Allen is a freak. Trayvon Walker is almost one of a kind. Falisada Luakun and Devin Lloyd as a linebacking duo is extremely fast. They cover up so much ground. In the 3 games they've played, they have a combined total of 46 tackles. Devin Lloyd himself has 2 interceptions and 5 pass breakups as a linebacker, as a rookie linebacker. They are playing unbelievable. Here's a clip from the Chargers. This is one of their it's a very common move, but it's just a stunt. You can see it at the top. They've done this a lot because they have athletes. They know they can make up the ground. Trayvon Walker just literally just runs around people because he is that caliber of an athlete. You can even see it on the other side. I was Josh Allen on the top, but Trayvon Walker is there at the bottom. But it doesn't matter. They're the same kind of player. They're freak athletes. And this is a theme that they run a lot. Because like I said, they have 2 space eaters in the middle. They have a bunch of solid defensive tackles that are extremely underrated. Roy Robertson Harris and Fadasaki they brought over from the Jets, and just even other they're so deep at the defensive line that it allows them to just take up space and allow the freak athletes of Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker to just attack the quarterback, use their athleticism. Again, they're just being set up perfectly to succeed. And that's why they're having so much success. And another thing, look, this is just some clips from the Colts game, kind of showing all of that as well. You have him screaming off the edge there. Obviously, you get a fumble. Just again, attacking the quarterback in a hurry. Again, look at how quick they're getting to the quarterback. I know it's Matt Ryan. I know it's Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is not he's not the best athlete in the world, but they are making his life a living hell. They're getting back to him extremely quick. And it doesn't matter how you want to talk about Matt Ryan, because Matt Ryan is in their division. They're going to have to play Matt Ryan. If they can already make Matt Ryan uncomfortable, that is phenomenal. This is what makes a defense elite, in my opinion, is your ability to bend but not break. The Colts have a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. And we're going to watch all of these plays here. The Colts almost get them here early with the slot fade from Mo Alley Cox. But look at this play from number 2, the hustle of Jenkins to get back in the play and just push him out. If he takes a half a second, doesn't react quick enough, or just kind of takes the play off after he gets beat, this is a touchdown. But his push here pushes Mo Alley Cox out of bounds, giving the defense another life. Then here on 2nd down, this play is unbelievable. And look, I'm literally freezing it. Everybody is standing still besides the nose tackle. Look at the burst off the ball there. Look at him. He's literally already about to be touching the center, and you can't even see the ball. The get off there is unreal. And look at him. Yes, he doesn't get anything because big Quentin Nelson comes over and cleans it up, but he causes havoc early and makes Quentin Nelson leave Roy Robertson Harris on an island, who eventually comes in and cleans up the sack. This Jags defensive front is unbelievable. Here on 4th down, just a 4-man rush. Trayvon Walker's getting home. They're everywhere. They are relentless. Look at everybody chasing him down. Again, what a play by the secondary. Again, the secondary's life is getting so much easier because of it. Here we go again on another 4th down play. Another little rush, but look at the play from the secondary here. The line doesn't do its job as much. It forces Matt Ryan out, but look at this play by Jenkins again. Unbelievable. This Jags defense is extremely complete in all assets of the game. Now here is, again, another kind of view from this Colts game. And this is just going to highlight Trayvon Walker like I did over here running off on the left side of your screen. Just another one of those little stunts. Athlete. He's getting to the quarterback. Leads to that pick. Again, here he is down here. And Josh Allen, just watch his front go to work. Look at Jonathan Taylor. Nowhere to go. They bottled up one of the best running backs in the entire league. They lead the league with the least amount of rushing yards given up as a defense. They are shutting everything down. Just look at how much space they are taking up. Look at how quickly this move right here. Did I skip it? Here it is. Look at Trayvon Walker's bend here. This should not be possible. A guy that big, that ghost move should not be possible. But here he is. He's a freak athlete making plays. Again, Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker right in the quarterback's face. Every single play, they are in their face. This pass rush duo of Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker, I don't know truly how high it ranks, but it is going to continue to climb the ranks every single game. Look at this play in the run by Trayvon Walker. Just immediately sheds the tight end. Why are you blocking him with the tight end? Doesn't matter. Sheds it and makes Jonathan Taylor's life a living hell again. That was just kind of showing the rookie, the number 1 overall pick, and the Jags had a lot of slack for taking him number 1 for some weird reason. He is the best player in this draft. He was totally worth the number 1 pick. There's a lot of good defensive players, but a good edge rusher is absolutely the most important position on the field. But let's not act like that's all he's got in his bag over here. Like I said, he's highlighted right here. Look at this man. We just showed that amazing ghost move off the edge. Now here is just dropping back in coverage, making a hell of a play on the football. And if you go back and watch some of his Georgia tape too, he makes some impressive plays in coverage. This guy is unbelievable. And he's allowed to do all this stuff. He's capable of doing all this stuff because he is a freak athlete. The Jags continue to put freak athletes on this team, and it is working out. There's no reason a guy that big should be able to do what he just did in coverage. Now, another rookie that is not really getting enough love around the league, probably because he's overshadowed by the own rookie on his team, is Trevor Walker, is Devin Lloyd. This dude is unbelievable in all assets of the game. Here he is defending a seam route from Gerald Everett, making a play on the ball. Devin Lloyd has been unbelievable in all assets of the game, and his coverage ability has been phenomenal for the Jags. So much potential in Jacksonville. There is so much potential in Jacksonville. This team is legit. They need to be taken serious. They are complete. The coaching staff has their players playing to their strengths in all levels. They're filled with freak athletes. And Doug Peterson is just already changing the culture there. They already have so much talent. They're filling them with athletes. They're filling them with veterans that know how to do their job and have that winning culture. The Jacksonville Jaguars need to be taken seriously, and there is no doubt in my mind that they should be the front runners for the AFC South. They have shown it in every asset of the game that this team is legit, and it's time for the rest of the league to start taking Jacksonville extremely seriously, and the future could not be more bright in Jacksonville.